Hello there, beautiful soul cancers. These are top 10 signs revealing your emotional intelligence. Top 10 cards revealing your emotional intelligence. Let's get into it. Messages are for entertainment, informational purposes only, and not meant to replace professional advice. Please use your only discernment and take only what applies. Thank you. This card is giving me your prowess. Like you have a confidence about you. Like you know how attractive you are. You embody it, but it is not the only thing about you, right? That is valuable. But you do know your assets, and I'm picking up physical assets. I'm getting standards of beauty. You know that you look attractive. You have that confidence from inside out. There must be a word for it or a term to efficiently describe it. But this is you're emotionally intelligent in, it's like you know you are blessed and gifted and you are beautiful, but you know how to harness that energy and hone it without being all, being just about that physical beauty. And as I say this, I feel like you have an admirer that is very attracted to you. So, top 10 cards that reveal your emotional intelligence. I feel like you know that if you were to just use your physical beauty, you know that people will just use you for that. So you hone it, you own it, you make it work for you, but you also work for it. You get what I'm saying? All right, let's look. Top 10 cards revealing your emotional intelligence. This Five of Diamonds is saying you know how to pick yourself up out of a bad situation. Like, for example, if you are left in the dust, you know how not to fall completely down to zero. Imagine you're falling off of a cliff. You know how to find something to grab onto and not fall all the way down back to the bottom of the pit. You know how to hold on and then latch on to something, whatever it is. Like maybe you know how to save, you know how to budget, you know how to hold out and then build from that point upward. You know not to fall too hard. You know that you're supposed to leave something for a rainy day. You know how to make certain connections that will work for you, like the crab. Like you have all these claws. Imagine a crab falling down. You know not to fall back down to the bottom of the barrel. You know to use your discernment, not put your trust in everyone, but also build stable relationships that will work for you. You know how to depend on yourself and also how to put just the right amount of trust in other people to depend on them as well. How to get yourself up if you're falling. Like you prepare for the worst, and you're also coming across as someone not just financially stable or knowing how to build financial stability, but you know how you are also physically strong, mentally strong. You don't allow yourself to just fall all the way down to naught, you know? Okay? Let's see. Top 10 cards that are revealing your emotional intelligence. The Hierophant. The Hierophant card is feeling like you read a lot, so you're self-sufficient. It's like you make sure that you go study something so you know it for yourself. As if you know that we are in a world of competition, and you know that if you don't know how to read for yourself, people will like take you for granted, people will use you. So even if you are not the richest person, you always at least figure out how to do something for yourself. Practice. You know how to do the practical. You have the experience, you read the book, you have that practical knowledge. You get what I'm saying? That's a part of your emotional intelligence, cancers. That makes you fit for certain positions. Even if other people don't see you as fit, you know you are fit, like mentally fit, emotionally, financially fit, etc. Right? Because you've been, like I said even earlier with the Five of Diamonds, you prepare yourself for the worse, but it's in this case with the Hierophant, you make yourself better. People might even underestimate you because you don't always show that you know things. You don't always show people like, listen, I did go read that book. I did take that class, just in case I would need it. I did take the class, I did read the book, I did do the exercise. Emotionally intelligent. Okay, let's see. Top 10 cards that prove your emotional intelligence. I feel like this card represents angelic energies, like an earth angel. Whoa, I feel like you're a very selfless type of person. You know how to give your all for someone else in need. It's beautiful. Like, this card is so beautiful. Like, you'll have your last cup of water and you'll give it to someone that you feel like is in a worse position than you. But even though I say this, you still don't leave yourself desperate. Even if it appears that you give your all to someone else in a worse position than you still believe in yourself. Going back to the Hierophant, you still know, like, all right, I'm gonna give my last cup of water, but I know where the source of the water is, and if it's gonna take me 2 days to walk there, I know I can walk there and get some more water. You believe in yourself and you're very selfless. Like, you came here to do earth angel empathic kind of work, and you do it. Emotional intelligence. You know how to be there for others, how to give of yourself onto others in the right amount of you know how to give the right amount, even if you are going to be left without, spiritually as well, emotionally. Empath. Beautiful energy. All right, top 10 cards that show or describe your emotional powers, your emotional intelligence. With this Eight of Wands, I feel like you know how to listen, right? You are very sensitive. I love this card. Like, let's say we're in a situation of chaos. You know how to tune to hear what is important. Like those people, like from our ancestors that listen to the spirits, they listen to the ground to know that the storm is coming. They feel the wind. You are separate and apart from the crowd as well. You don't always move with the crowd. That's because you're tuned intuitively, very sensitive. So you might find yourself being psychic, telepathic, being a prophet, because you're very highly sensitive and you listen to messages around you. You read between the lines. You might be very picky with your friends, picky with the food that you eat, picky with the things you consume overall, because you're highly sensitive. Okay, pattern recognition type of energy. Let's see. Next card. Tower card is giving you're not afraid to leave. You're not afraid to, what do you call it, like break away, break wind, something like this. You're not afraid to take yourself away out of a situation. You're not afraid to leave people. You're not afraid to call people out. But you don't necessarily call people out to set them up and expose them to other people. It's just by you leaving, by you disassociating, other people will now realize that the people you're disassociating from, something must be off with them, because they know Cancers to be very intuitive, very sensitive, and you must have picked up on some red flag while you're disassociating. You don't play about red flags. You don't play about cutting people off, disconnecting and leaving people alone. You don't care about, it's like you don't play, I should say, about turning your back on situations, environments, people that you know are no good for you. You do not play when it comes to that. Sometimes people wonder if you would just stay. Like, why don't you just stay? And you're like, nope, I am out of here. You're not afraid to just walk away from things that are not serving you. Emotionally intelligent, okay? Okay, then we have this Two of Wands. What makes you emotionally intelligent? The Two of Wands is you connecting. You are not afraid of connecting and having the connections that matter. You're not afraid of going back. Let's say you left something. You're not afraid of going back to what matters. So this card is giving you don't really care what people think about you if you're doing something odd. If people like might gossip about you because you're going back to doing something that works for you. This card is giving you're all about listening to your internal guidance, and if that means going back to something, dropping something, leaving something behind, and going back to something that you feel is working for you, like I said earlier, even if that is something that the crowd is not doing, if you're gonna look like a fool, you don't mind going back to something that is actually working out for you. Even if this is something everyone else is leaving behind, you're very maybe old fashioned, while the world may be thinking, oh, I'm going to advance past this phase. You don't mind going back to doing certain old fashioned things, sticking to certain things that you know work, that you know, like you trust in certain sources, etc., etc. You're not afraid of holding on to what matters, maintaining certain things in your life. Like, like people want certain things to be out of style, out of fashion, and you're keeping it going for a very, very long time. Some people wonder if you don't let go, if you're not going to change. But in the end, people realize that there was a reason you're holding on with your crab claws. There was a reason why you were holding on to a particular state of mind, state of being, material things, etc. You know why you are grabbing onto something and not letting it go, gravitating back to something. Because, like, I can't, with this card, I feel like things would eventually change. You would go back to something because you know that the new thing that came into being wouldn't last. So eventually you would win. It's giving, even if you like trading, you know how to hold a particular position, even when everyone else is saying that's not going to work out. You once you believe in something, you're not afraid of going back to it or holding on to it, and it's so intrinsic that no one can rip you apart of it. You're grabbing on tightly, and it's, I feel like for the most part you have that courage that always work out for you. Okay, let's see. Next card is strong. I feel like you're not afraid of working out, like exercising, building up your body, doing hard work. Even when other people seem to want to live this soft life, you're not afraid of hard work or doing what seems embarrassing to people. This card is also giving you're not afraid of cutting people off that needs to be cut off and cut out of your life, and doing things your own way, minding your business, carrying your own burden, living a particular way for a long, long time, that people might be wondering if you're not going to change. You're not afraid of committing to your 10,000 hours kind of energy. Even when other people are thinking there must be an easier way to do something, you stick to doing certain things a particular way, like the mechanics of it all. Maybe you know it's going to be good for you physically, mentally, spiritually. Maybe you know that soon, like I mentioned with the Two of Wands, soon some other thing is going to be out of style, and you would have maintained a particular lifestyle, practicing it, that will eventually be needed, your prowess. And so maybe in the future, people would come to you to ask you how to do certain things because you maintained it, Cancers. Okay, holding on. Let's see. Look, another card of holding on. You're not afraid of balancing, giving, sharing, holding on, investing, trying new things, going to new places, picking up, relocating, trying again, working with new people, bringing in the new also. You're not afraid of bringing in the new inventions because it's like you can see into the future. So in some cases, you might be out here doing things that people have never been seen done before, and they're wondering why is it that you did that thing. And then in the long run, people end up seeing why you made this particular investment, why you hold on to your values. Like maybe you love your family, for example. Maybe there are things that you never throw away, you never discard certain people, places, animals, and things. Or maybe you invest in certain new things and like stocks, and people can't understand why you would be doing that new thing, but somehow in your mind you got the vision, and so you believe in yourself. You're not afraid of doing something out of ordinary, okay, for a change. Emotional intelligence is Ace of Swords. You're not afraid of speaking your truth, being prophetic, speaking the things that people don't normally talk about, and feeling powerful and confident and faithful in what you're saying, what you're seeing, what you're believing in, even if it means that you will lose some people around you. Okay? And that's it. Top 10 cards that reveal your emotional intelligence, Cancers. I hope you find some that resonates with you. Let me know what you think. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk again next time.